I'm going to do kind of a follow-up soap to my goat's milk and honey coconut oil soap, the one that I did in the crock pot. And I took my bars upstairs, so I don't have any here to show you, but I'll show you in the next part of the video, the cut. But we'll do a side-by-side comparison. This one's going to be cold process, but I am going to put it in the freezer because I don't want it to overheat with the addition of the rehydrated goat milk, whoops, which I just spilled, and honey that I added. I will share the recipe for this with you at the end here. I've got it on my soap calc sheet, so I'll let you know that at the end on the exact amount of everything that's in here. But anyway, I've had my goat's milk and honey sitting in the refrigerator to keep it cool. If I covered it with some press and seal, just because. But anyway, I wanted to keep that a little cool. My lye water has cooled down to, I'll tell you here, 86. And I've melted my coconut oil. This is 100% coconut oil done at a 20% superfat. To rehydrate the goat's milk and add the honey in, I took just some of the water from my recipe before I added the sodium hydroxide into it. So I took some of the water out so that I wouldn't have any extra water in my recipe. So, like I said, what I'm going to do is get this blended up. When we get to light trace, I will add in my coconut milk, or sorry, goat's milk. I keep saying coconut. Goat's milk and honey. Now I've got probably about 2.5 tablespoons, or sorry, yeah, flat tablespoons of goat's milk and 2 heaping teaspoons of the honey powder. So that's what's in that water mixture. So we'll get that. I'm going to use my tall skinny mold, and we will see how full that gets. I have some molds off to the side in case I go over. Anyway, we'll get this blended up. Let's see, hopefully we get a nice creamy soap out of this. The fact that we superfat at 20% makes sure that this coconut oil soap is not drying. It's kind of light. Anyway, I'm going to put this in now and blend it a bit. And then we'll pour it into our tall skinny mold. Like I said, I don't want this to heat up, so it's going to go into the freezer. The thing about all coconut oil soap is it just stays fluid for quite a while. but it does harden into a really nice hard bar of soap. I thought about adding some rice flour to this, but I thought, no, we'll just leave it as pure and natural as we can here. Oops, see, there I go twisting it again, thinking it's my old mixer. Anyway, we're going to have, like I said, a pure natural bar of soap. And let's see, scrape the rest of this out. Very fluid. So I might let it sit here in the mold until it's thick enough to do some texturing. I'm going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to get my little 1 pound mold, and we'll just have enough to do some little sample bars out of that. Or some bars for myself. I love the smell of my hot process soap. You just get like a hint of a honey fragrance in there. Just a hint. Other than that, it's pretty much unscented. So, I said that. Well, let's sit until I can do some texturing. And we'll make it a little prettier on the top, hopefully. I think I might use this for texturing. It won't take too long. But anyway, let's see, what am I going to do next? I think I'm going to do something with either blue raspberry or strawberry next for my summer soaps. And I'm pretty much then after that, those two I think I'll do, and then we'll be done with the summer soaps. But I'm jumping ahead and getting my soaps ready for summer so I can kind of take a break and enjoy the summer. But anyway, let me put you on pause until we're ready to do a little texturing here. Alright, so I think we're okay just to do a little bit of gentle texturing on the top. I'm just going to use this and go down and kind of sweep up and over, just to give it a little design so we're not totally flat on the top. And this reaches down nice along the side of the mold, this little spoon here. So get that a bit. No glitter, nothing fancy, just little wisps over the top, like so. And then we'll take this one and kind of do the same, just kind of lifting it up from the sides. Just to make it a little bit interesting. That one may fall in on itself, but I think we're okay here. I think we're thick enough where it's not going to go back down, especially since we're going to be putting this into the freezer. It should be a beautiful, beautiful bar. And I should quit playing, or I could do this all day. Anyway. We'll leave it at that. I'm going to put my lid on this tall one, and I will put some press and seal over this. We'll tuck it away in the freezer, and we'll come back and we'll do the cut. So let me bring you down here, and look at that lusciousness. Isn't that beautiful? And then just a simple little bit for some sample bars. But anyway, we'll be right back. And we're back and ready to cut our 100% coconut oil soap. And I've already cut one slice, but I'll show you a few here. You can tell, even though I put this in the in the freezer, we still did get a gel. You see how in the middle it's a different color. So that tells you how hot this soap can get. I took it out of the freezer this morning and let it thaw out before cutting it. I actually set it out on my windowsill so it would get nice and thawed out before I attempted to cut it. Anyway, it's being a nice hard bar, that's for sure. It does look pretty cool, even though it gelled in the center. It's just amazing. I'll show you the two bars side by side, the hot process and this one. And it's unique how you get two totally different looks from the same recipe, just a different way of cooking the soap, so to speak. And then we'll cut this end off. Like so. So I'll bring you down here where you can see here is today's soap, and here is the same recipe done in the crock pot. So it just shows you how heat can affect the way a soap looks. For my recipe, I'll give you my recipe. What I used was a 20% Superfat for the coconut oil. I used 40 ounces of coconut oil, no fragrance. The water was 15.2 ounces and the lye was 5.86 ounces. So that's what we get. Same recipe for both. This is the hot process, and this was cold process, put into the freezer right after I molded it, and left in the freezer probably for about 18 hours. And then I took it out, but and then thawed it for, gosh, about 8 hours now. So anyway, there you go. And I'll leave my recipe for this batch in the box below. But it's, like I said, same recipe for the hot process bars I did. These I'm using right now, one in the bath, and I use a washcloth, like a crocheted washcloth. And tons of bubbles, let me tell you. It's a wonderful lather. Love it, love it, love it. So, but these ones are going up on the curing rack for 4 weeks. So, anyway, I thank you again for watching my coconut oil soap video with just that little bit of added goat's milk and honey powder. Oh, add that to the recipe. The goat's milk powder I used about 2.5 heaping tablespoons and 2 heaping teaspoons of honey powder just mixed in with a little water from the recipe. So there you go. And a really nice, just clean soap fragrance. There's not really much of a scent to this bar. So anyway, we'll catch you all on the next video. That's it for this time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.